Hello? Can you hear me? I think we've sorted the issue finally. Right, sorry about that, guys. We finally back. I don't know what Twitch is doing, but we finally got it sorted anyway. So, lap 2. Let's see what's going on. Fusion Gamer is in the lead. He started from pole, I believe. I was trying to sort out Twitch the whole time, so yes, pole P2. He's on the soft as well, so we'll keep an eye on that. That battle. Poe in third, Podgy, Scotty, Lenny in P6 at the minute. Toe 7th, Fresh 8th, Twisted Dan in 9th. And then Dylan, Akos, Jay Hutchinson, Stingers, and Danceman. Looks like they're all pitted on lap 1. So hopefully you can still hear me. Yeah, very apologies for that, as Lenny makes a move on Scotty down the inside. Up to P5 now, so what I was trying to say in qualifying is tier 3 tonight. Silverstone, as you see. Now we had a wet qualifying, so Fusion Gamer was on pole for that for the 8th time this season. The story is Lenny versus Paul for the championship, separated by 6 points. Let's have a quick update on what the current standings are. So Paul is P2, and Lenny is currently down in P5. So as things stands, Paul just made a move for the lead as he's having a side-by-side battle with Fusion Gamer. Where is Paul? There he is. Now behind Fusion Gamer once again. So as he were, 2 points in the lead, current standings for Paul. Lenny's not too far behind, he needs to get in this DRS zone. Podgy just ahead, as Twisted Dan has come into the pit lane now after collected damage. But at the back we have Jay Hutchinson on the back of Akos, as we're now down to Leo straight. Paul's thinking about a move there. I know, a bit disjointed all over the place, not sure really what's going on. I have to try and fix the stream. Try and catch up there. So Podgy on the back of Poe. Going to Cops. front four is... Well, I hope maybe Lenny can catch up. But it'll be hard now with the DRS train, but he is closing that gap there. He might even... Just misses out by a couple of tenths, sorry. So here comes Paul for the lead on Fusion Gamer. Goes to the inside line and gets the move done before the corner. Fusion Gamer fighting back. I didn't quite get it done. So, right, and keyboard. So, yes, Lenny is on this DRS train now, but Poe is actually fallen off the DRS train. He's fallen away from the front two. And Lenny has actually got a penalty as well, but let's have a look. So, when I did look at a couple of drive-throughs, so just a 3 second for Lenny. Track limits, so we'll try and catch up and see what's going on. Behind Lenny is Scotty and Toe having a battle. So I'm quite surprised a few of these guys went on the softs at the start. The mediums would be the best strategy if you're in that DRS train, as they are. And Paul has actually got out of the DRS zone on Fusion Gamer, so he'll be looking to build this gap now as Podgy goes down the inside of Poe up to P3, and also Toe making a move just behind up to P6 past Scotty in the Haas. But here goes Poe trying to fight back and backs off that one. And here we go, Jay Hudson will get very close to ACOS there, and then around a bit wide at Cops. So here we go for the next DRS straight, and on the bearings, there we go. Fusion Gamer did not get in the DRS once again. Podgy is 1.6 seconds back, and here comes Lenny for the move on Poe. DRS Poe's got some decent straight line speed here. Poe stays around the outside, and for a minute there I thought he was going to turn into Lenny, but just avoided contact. And that's a nice camera. Do you like the helicopter view? Gamer is now in the DRS range of Paul, going in onto the next straight. Thank you, Pete. And here comes Lenny up to P4. Nice easy move, as Poe had a bad exit from Maggots and Beckett's. Fusion Gamer, Paul's used all his DRS, so he's going to be under threat in the DRS zone from Fusion Gamer. But these two are getting away from the field. Podgy back in 2 seconds back in P3. We saw Lenny close the gap pretty quickly on Podgy a couple of laps ago, so we should probably see that gap come down again. And then Toe and Scotty still having a battle here for P6. Alton's having through the field. Jay Hutchinson still on the back of ACOS. Game not close enough to make a move this time. Go into Maggots and Beckett's. Once more, you can see that gap close into Podge from Lenny. Let's see if Fusion Gamer makes a move. He's got a lot of ERS to play with. Paul's given everything he can. Probably only 3 to 4 laps until soft runners pit now. down Podge. Poe just about sticking to the back of Lenny. And Scotty still on the back of Toe. So battle to watch. So as things stand, Paul in the lead, and in the lead of the championship by only 4th, so 12 points is, no sorry, 7 points is the gap as things stand. And then he did get in the DRS zone, but quick checks here, Fusion Gamer not close enough. Then he 9/10 back, so he won't be close enough either. What about Scotty? Can he make a move on this straight here? Nope, too far back as well. Fusion Gamer at full tank of ERS, looking for a second win in a row, going up tier 2 next season. He's showing a very good pace, especially in qualifying and in the race, but sometimes his race, more often than not this season, has gone a bit wrong. So no move there, no move from Lenny. What about Scotty? Closing the gap, but not close enough. Jay Hutchison on the back of Akos here. He's going to make a move down into Cops. Side by side to go. And looks like the Ferrari is free, but Akos getting the switchback on Cops. There's a bit of bumping wheels, maybe a bit of lag as well. And Akos concedes that position. But will have a chance to fight back with the DRS. He is on the hard tyres, so it's going to be tough. It's closing. Might go for the move, defensive move from Jay Hutchison as they make contact once more, and I think Akos might go round. More contact. Give each other space, guys. And finally, Jay Hutchison is through. Not the cleanest of battles there. Luckily, no damage or spins. So back at the front, no move at the top as we head into Maggotts once more. Lap 9. I feel that's gone very quick because it's sort of another stream for so long. I didn't even see what the pole time was. Oh, it was like a 1:37 point something from Fusion Gamer on intermediates. So normally the pit window for the softs around Silverstone is around about lap 10. So we might see a pit stop from Paul, Lenny and Podge on Toe on this lap maybe. Maybe Toe, maybe Podgy and Lenny try and go for the undercut. Which is it's fairly powerful around here, to be fair. DRS active once again. Lenny looks pretty close this time. He might just run out of the straight there. Getting closer each lap. As once again, hopefully they're side by side on the mini map, but obviously not. Like 3 battles going on. We've got the battle for the lead, the battle for P3, and then the battle for P6. 4 battles with a battle for P10, and then the rest of the field pretty spread out. ERS active once again, but Fusion Gamer opting not to use any ERS again. And here comes Lenny up to P3 now, as he's looking for that title. And there we go, going for the undercut. He's going to try and close that gap to the front 2. A long pit lane around here, and also Toe's coming in as well to try and get that undercut. So Poe up to P4, Scotty will be up to P5 now, and maybe even Fresh could get Sorry, up to P7 as well. Fusion Gamer now deploying that ERS. Thank you, Mikey. Yeah, I'll be racing IF1 as usual on Thursday nights in Tier 2. I'll post a link to the stream for that in the Discord. Singapore, a lovely track for me. No, not really, it's a terrible track for me. Especially on sim damage, it's going to be quite tough. As I even mentioned the DNS tonight, which is Will and Act Flasher. Missed that obviously at the start of the race. All going very wide on the exit there. Let's give the game a decent run. And Paul might actually pit here, and he is. So Fusion Gamer retakes the lead of this race. Podgy staying out another lap. Going for the overcut. Poe will be up to P3 now. So where's Lenny? Just on back straight now. So let's. That looks a very. Oh, Alexa's talking to me. I didn't even say anything. So Lenny, can he jump Paul? It's a bit too far away, but again that pit lane is very long. So Paul on the exit now, looks like. Looks like Lenny's definitely closed the gap a bit. Or maybe not, so there's Paul out front. 2 point, it's roughly the same. So that undercut didn't really work for Lenny. Roughly the same gap to how it was. So where the on-track battles, it's like at the back here, Stinger's on the back of Akos, give him some stream time. So here we go then. Akos on the hard tyres, Stinger still on the sauce. Akos, yeah, he's a bit laggy, so maybe that contact was a bit early on with Jay Hutchison was caused by that. As Lenny picks up another 3 second time penalty. That's not going to help his course to the championship. On board with Stingers here, see how he negotiates Naggis and Beckett's and try and get the best run possible on Akos. So here he comes round the outside. Can he get the move done? Akos is defending down the inside area nicely, but more grip on them softs still. And it's up to P11, so let's check in on front. Fusion Gamer still out front. Podgy going long on these softs. Probably not the fastest strategy, but we'll see if it comes off for him. And in comes Podge. So I reckon he lost a lot of time to Lenny and Paul. And it looks like he definitely has, because at this stage last lap, Lenny was on the exit of Maggots and Beckett's while Paul was in the pits, and it looks like these two are easily going to jump Podge. And actually Lenny closed the gap a bit to Paul. And then he actually sets the fastest lap of the race as well. And is way ahead of Podgy. So Podgy losing a lot of time, staying out them extra few laps. And Lenny pushing hard to close that gap to Paul, trying to get in the DRS. Podgy lost out good 5-6 seconds there by staying out. And there's actually a little battle forming behind us there. It's oh no, it's just Twisted Dan being lapped. Also into pits is Stingers. So everybody on the mediums, or a couple of guys on the hard tyres. Past the halfway stage now. Let's keep an eye on Lenny and Paul. There's the main story night fusion game that sets the fastest lap of the race. At this stage, I think Lenny will win the championship as things stand. Yep, by current gap is 4 points. Lenny in the lead. The current standings, the live standings. But it could all change yet. Still a long way to go. Could be a safety car, you never know. Bring the field back together. So there's actually currently no on-track battles right now. Fresh into P4, but these front four have not pit yet. Everyone else has. And actually, talking about a safety car, we have a yellow flag, and that is Dylan spinning off. Carries on going, trying to see if he's got wing damage. The game gives me a good angle. Looks okay. Currently around P10. Be careful on these tyres if they're going to be too hot. And in comes Pover, the first medium runners who hasn't got damage, is the first one to pit. Let's see how long this pit lane is. 37 mph is the limit. And on good, soft to the end. There's a Poe, Fresh, Scotty, and Fusion Gamer will be very quick at the end, but Fusion Gamer looking very comfortable at this stage. So where will Poe rejoin? And actually, he looks like Podgy or the interval's come back up. Podgy closing that gap to Lenny pretty fast. Some of the fresher mediums, of course. And Poe rejoins the race in 7th place, but he is going to be quick, so we expect him to catch up to Podgy very quickly. And there we go. Paul is now in DRS range of Fresh for P3. Lenny just falling off the pace slightly. Dylan comes in pits for his stop. So I expect Fusion Gamer and Scotty to pit this lap as well. In comes Fusion Gamer. Oh, he gets a 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. That could be key at the end. But with Fusion Gamer's pace, and he'll be on the softs as well, I would think he would be okay. So pull up to P3, and it is past Fresh. Come into bits as well. Scotty's come in, and Fresh staying out. As he nearly loses the rear end there, and Lenny out in the DRS range. Yeah, sorry, Fusion Gamer rejoins the race in first place, but Paul is on DRS race, so it's not moving just yet. Fresh holding up Lenny. There's Akos and Dan's in the pits now as well. Akos and Lenny pretty much pushing Fresh along. Is getting a bit frustrated being held up here, but Lenny passes. We've checked the live standings. Akos and Lenny down inside, nice and easy move with the DRS. Up to P3, so 2 championship contenders in 2 and 3. Let's have a look at the standings. So Lenny currently in the lead by 3 points. And you can see Fusion Games pace already blasting away from Paul there. Podgy just about keeping that gap, but he's got Poe for company now. As Toe is past Fresh and Jay Hudson into the pits. And Dylan Stinger's having a battle here for P10, the last points position. I think it's a bit out of shape there. Gets the DRS to fix that mistake. And also behind, Dan Man got DRS, yes he has, but second behind on the exit, so not going to be close enough to make a move. So Podgy on the back of Lenny, can he keep the DRS? And this is key. This is key. If Podgy takes Lenny here, out of DRS, so does Lenny. So it could be a good finale. Podgy on fresher tyres, Poe's involved as well. Actually, Lenny's got that penalty, remember? So he's got 6 seconds, so this could actually be very key. And I've got to say, right now, I think as things stand, actually Paul is in the championship winning position because of those penalties. So Lenny will probably drop down to P5. Oh! No, he won't. He'll drop down to P20 because he's a DNF. So that hands Paul the championship unless Paul messes this up. But there we go, bring out some safety car. It's the same thing as last night with Vaughan. All the championship contenders spinning off. Kept on going, but Lenny this time, big crash and DNS. So no, it could still be a title for Lenny, but all Paul has to do now is pretty much finish. He's got to finish in the top 6. That's all Paul needs. So Paul needs to finish in the top 6 for the Tier 3 championship title. That's all he needs to do. So field will back up. So Podgy up to second. Paul actually appeared, which is wait, he can afford to now. But he's put himself on the cusp. maybe a bit of a risk, but he'll be on the fresh sauce and be a lot faster and more comfortable. Podgy is interestingly staying out. What's Stinger's doing? Is he just or is he lapped, or I don't know what he's doing, but anyway, he's retired or disqualified, or well, I didn't actually see what happened there, but anyway, Stingers is out of this race. You go past Fresh. What's happening here? So just getting some results on the esports, just catching up with that as I do on a Thursday. Yeah, very good race against ABE for the main team. And Academy didn't do too bad either. Finished for P5 in that one. I don't know what's happening on the safety car here, because I think Paul was P5, was he not? And looks like Fresh is now up to P5 somehow. Hopefully he gives that back if that was illegal. If not, it'd just be a time penalty for Fresh anyway. So underway again. Poe's got a very good restart on Podgy. So actually from P6 down, sorry, just Paul and Toe and Akos on the fresh sauce, so you expect these guys to and there we go, Toe around the outside of Fresh. Can he get the move done? Paul's up to P5 again. Poe and Podgy going at it side by side. Looks like Poe is just about ahead going into Cops, and he is up to P2. Paul still on for a very good result, of course, without penalty. No penalty, sorry. Well, currently in the race window at the minute, I think. Or just about. Toe and Fresh side by side. So who's going to burn the most of the arrest? Who's got the most straight line speed? It looks like pretty equal. Toe's got the inside line, and Fresh goes to a switch back. So good attempt. And he goes for the inside, but no avail. So Dylan up to P8 as well. He gets past Jay Hutchison. Might pass Fresh here as well around the outside, off the track. And yep, fair play to Dylan. Gave that one back. P8 for Dylan as his teammate behind tries to make a move on Jay Hutchison. His camera angles are terrible. Why do they give these stupid camera angles? What's the point of that? And I could just do that. So here we go, down the straight then. Can Dylan overtake Fresh? No, he can't. Looks like he was going to, but didn't quite come off. Will be enabled next lap. Still everybody pretty much within that second. So he picks up a time penalty. At the back here, Jay Hutchison get very close to Dylan. So DRS is enabled now. Poe doing the threat from Podgy. Can he make the move? Not going to be close enough. Any other moves through the field? Looks like Jay Hutchison on the back of Dylan. Battle for P8. Around the outside, Dylan has the inside line though. Has got plenty of room, and so does Dylan. Good racing, and Jay Hutchison is through. Just about. There's still a chance of Dylan on the straight. Here he comes, and back up the P8. Who's gonna? Oh, there we go. Jay Hutchison just slots in behind. Good racing between those two there. And man also trying to get involved. Although Poe picks up that penalty, but he gets past Scotty at the same time. Poe still battling with Podgy Porter as Fusion Gamer just cruising up front there. Battle continues. Podgy now will be on the threat from Poe. As everybody in the lobby has time penalties. So, any other move, we are on the penultimate lap here. Sorry, I'm sneezing now. Poe. Can he get the move done here? Both out of arrest. Paul still has a bit to burn. But as things stand, Paul will be a champion. Up the podium places. I know Paul's got one penalty, I'm not too sure about the other guys in front. As we head into the final lap of the 7GR season. And it's been a very good season indeed. as we're near new tier 3. It's been bringing up more competitive races. As we see Dylan go for a spin there. So the battle for the podium still to be decided here. Paul doesn't need to do anything silly, just needs to finish now. As long as it's in the top 6, and he'll be crowned tier 3 champion, joining Adam in tier 2 and Arthur in tier 1. Are your champions this season. And by the way, Podgy's done a very good job holding on to this P2 on the mediums, by the way. So here we go then for the final DRS straight. Fusion Gamer is clear. And he has a 5-second time penalty, and it's very close actually. I know because everyone else got penalties. My mistake. As Poe gets past Podgy there for P2. As Fusion Gamer now come around the last corner, he'll pick up a second win in a row. We're going to look forward to seeing him in tier 2 next season. Poe will finish P2 on track, Podgy for P3, and then Paul comes in with a P2 after the penalties. Podgy pick up some podium position, really good drive from him on the medium tyres last stint. Poe finished P4, Toe 5th, Fresh 6th place, Scotty 7th, and Dasman 8th, Dylan 9th, Jay Hutchison rounds up the top 10, but look how close that was between Paul and the end, only 7/10, so if Paul had a bit of clear air and wasn't getting held up by Poe and Podgy Batten, he may have got the win. Wait for his Twisted Dan is going to be last to finish here on his debut. Like I said, very new to the game. Finished on that behind, but at least he finished the race. And Fresh is your driver data according to the game. And also Aston Martin is the constructors, as Gamer still wearing his racing gloves for the podium. I haven't seen that one before. So there we go, that is your final classification of season 6 here in 7GR. Fusion Gamer is your winner. Paul is crowned the tier 3 champion. Podgy picks up another podium to his collection. Poe 4th, Toto in 5th, Fresh in 6th, 7th is Scotty, Dasman 8th, Dylan in 9th, Jay Hutchison rounds up the top 10, Acos finishes 11th, Twisted Dan 12th, and the rest of these guys are DNF's Lenny. Unfortunately, DNF to hand Paul the title, but it would have been interesting to see how it panned out. It was very close, but congratulations Paul.